Hello and welcome to Your Community, Your World. My name is Shola Ladenika. This program looks at what's happening within your community. We thank God for a new week and we pray that it shall be a glorious week for you and I. This program today is divided into two parts. The first is all about the lockdown in England and some parts of Europe. And the second part is all about the NSAS movement in London. But first, England, as we know now, has been plunged into another lockdown. Yes, it is the second lockdown this year. How are you coping? Well, we went out there, asked a couple of questions, sought some views, and this is what some people said.
With the coronavirus death toll rising to a staggering 48% in just 1 week, I think it's almost inevitable that a second lockdown will be necessary. And I would much prefer it happens now rather than at Christmas, when traditionally families come together to celebrate. The fact that there is lots of controversies around the coronavirus itself doesn't make the job of the Prime Minister any easier. And I think also the fact that there's potential for public resistance to new coronavirus rules makes it all the more challenging. If I were the Prime Minister, I would glean from the experience of those countries that have experienced steady decline in the number of new cases. Countries such as Singapore and Australia, European countries also such as Greece, Norway and Malta. I would also consider giving incentive to those that are being caught in the 14-day self-isolation rule, just to ensure that they are adequately supported financially whilst they're doing their bit to keep others safe.
As we head into another lockdown, lockdown 2.0, most people are calling it, I'm really at a loss as to exactly what to think. I don't envy the government because the reality is, yes, there is COVID out there. I know people who have passed from COVID. So it's not disputable whether or not there's COVID out there. I can understand what the government is doing in terms of the second lockdown, as in they're trying to stem the rise of cases. I guess with the country in lockdown, but schools still at school, hopefully it should stem the flow, and it should also identify whether it's actually school children and students at university that have triggered the rise. So, we've just got to wait and see. Difficult one, but hey, God protect us all.
Hello, my name is Valerie A. Campbell. I'm an author in London, and what I would do different from last lockdown is I am going to take more regular breaks from my laptop. A lot of us are working from home, and if we don't take our breaks, our body suffers. Our bodies are made for motion. And so what I found is, because I wasn't able to access the gym, I usually go 2 to 3 times a week, my back suffered. And I really don't want to go through that again. So I've taken precautions this time. I've got alternative exercises, especially as we're entering into a colder season. And it's also not just about the exercise, it's also about boosting your immune system. So I've got my vitamin D ready, I've got my vitamin C ready, boosting your immune system. So I would encourage you to do the same. Those are my precautions that I'm taking into this new lockdown.
It's time to work from home again. The second lockdown is around. But this time, I will be able to manage my time very well. Take a break from work. Take time to read through the newspaper and see what is happening around us. And most especially, I should be able to find time this time around to read a book I've been longing to read through. This is very important because last time, a lot of things were done wrong. It was just work, work, and work. I will also try to find time in between to listen to the local news, see what is happening around me, and most especially, I should be able to exercise myself. Do a lot of stretching around, workout. Of course, if time permits, and if the authority allow, take a stroll or jogging around for some few minutes in the morning, but most especially, walk up and down the staircase. These are the type of exercise I will be doing in between. So I'll make sure this time around I get it right. No overwork. The workload should be planned evenly. I will try and do the right thing. Thank you very much.
Hi, it's Dylan here. I'm with my friend Adobe.
Hello.
And I just want to ask you, Ada, what would you do differently now that England is going into the second lockdown? Or would you do things the same as before?
No, now I will start I will keep myself busy because the other lockdown I was surprised, but now that I know, I'm going to keep myself busy and learn new skills at home and also connect more with my friends so that I can have more fun.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, and personally, I'm just going to keep doing what I was doing, wearing face masks, social distancing, and the sanitizing. And like Ada said, connecting with friends. Thank you so much, and I wish you a safe flight where you're going, and we're all keeping our social distancing. We are being safe. Take care, be safe. Dilana for Ben TV. Thank you.
Thank you.
As the second pandemic looms, I'll just endeavor to play my part. Make sure that I'm staying indoors unless there's necessity to go out. Wash my hands regularly. Cover my face and nose and mouth. And I will keep my distance. Anyway, if I don't leave my house, unless I'm going to be distancing from members of my family. I think it's very important that one observes all the government regulations so that we can get out of this mess, out of the pandemic, and start to live a normal life as soon as possible. I am bored. I am tired. I just want to be me again. The things I love to do, the things I used to do, I want to go back to doing them. So I'll play my part, and I pray that every person too will play their part so that we can come back to normalcy by the grace of God.
As the second lockdown approaches, I will be embracing a renewed mindset with an understanding that keeping the virus under control is as much my responsibility as it is the next person. I will certainly be cutting back on unnecessary travels and perhaps doing more online shopping, which is always fun, just to minimize contact with other people. And more importantly, I will be saying no to anyone who falls foul of the rule by wanting to visit. Thank you.
You just had some voices from the community. Well, let us know what you intend to do during this lockdown. Remember, it's the second one, so you would have gained some experience last time round. Let us know what you're doing, and please send us some clips. The address is on the screen. I'll take a short break.
I wash my hands to protect my family.
I wear a face covering to protect my mates.
I make space to protect my nan.
Hands.
Face.
Space.
I wash my hands to protect my colleagues.
I wear a face covering to protect strangers.
I make space to protect you.
Hands.
Face.
Space.
As we spend more time indoors, we need to do whatever we can to help protect each other. So please, wash hands, cover face, make space.
Iron City Hotel Limited for confident hospitality.
Are you looking for an atmosphere of serenity, extreme comfort, class, and hospitality? Look no further, because Iron City Hotel Limited is a perfect choice. Tucked in the heart of Lagos to take you away from the everyday hustle and bustle of the city, bringing you to a state of total calm and bliss. Our facilities include exquisitely furnished rooms with 24-hour power supply, internet, swimming pool, standard gym, banquet hall, restaurant, and exotic bar. Located at number 2, Majek Odumi Street, off Allen Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos. Telephone 0807 666 6655. Or you can send an email to ironacityhotel@yahoo.com or visit our website www.ironacityhotel.com. Iron A City Hotels Limited, for convenient hospitality.
Hotel Limited for confident hospitality.
Welcome back. The NSAS movement started in Lagos and went all through Nigeria, and eventually it went globally. London, of course, was not left out, and I'll show you one of the protests that took place in Southeast London.
Today we are at Woolwich for the End SARS protest, peaceful one. It's time for the bad government in Nigeria to end. We all witnessed, I watched it live, where the young people were being killed, holding the flag. This is not acceptable. We are here saying no to bad government. Though we are in diaspora does not mean we cannot be part of it. It's time for government to listen to the people.
And then lastly, that the British government backed an independent and international investigation into what happened in Lagos on October 20, 2020, and we want the findings made public. Yeah. This was signed by the NSAS Movement UK.
What do we want? What do we want? What do we want it? What do we want it? What do we want it? Members in Nigeria, they tell us. They said parents should listen.
Great Nigerians! Great friends of Nigeria! Great Nigerians! Now to give you a graphic example of the kind of treatment that Nigerians receive at the hands of our so-called law enforcement agents. We have one of us who is actually a diaspora. Her only crime was to travel to her father's country.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Susan Lawani. As the MC have just said, I went to Nigeria in March, lost my mom, and I went to honor her by burying her. But unfortunately, I was not able to bury my mom. Even as I stand here, I've not seen my mom's cup, her coffin, or anything. Why? Because the Nigerian government decided to kidnap me and incarcerate me after getting to Nigeria. What was my crime? I came from England and they're trying to force COVID on me. Through the airport, through the security tests we're taking, there was absolutely nothing wrong with me. But I found myself in the arms of the government, starting from my state governor, who came with armed men, called SARS, to kidnap me, and that was my story. They took me away for 58 days locked up, without sunshine, nothing whatsoever. I wasn't given any treatment. I was only told to accept that I have COVID. Every day I was being told to accept that I have COVID. But I refuse to accept that I have COVID because I don't have COVID. And they said, because you are talking too much, you are the enemy of the state. Amen. Yes. Every day I was being asked to agree if Nigeria can kill you. They are killing us and they don't want us to talk. Yeah, that's impossible. Please, do not keep quiet. We are not going to keep quiet anymore. We must end such. Yeah. We must end police brutality. Yes. We must end bad governance. Yes. We must end what? SARS now.
Now I'm going to call on Eniola John Phillips.
We are asking, we're not even asking, we're demanding. We're demanding for a better Nigeria. Even though the state discharge unit has been disbanded, we're demanding an end to police brutality. We're demanding that our leaders be held accountable. We're demanding that we're not profiled based on how we dress or how we choose to express ourselves. We're demanding an end to systemic oppression. We're demanding an end to the weaponization of poverty in Nigeria. We're demanding that power be given back to the people of Nigeria. And to the youth that are fighting in Nigeria and the diaspora, I'm saying that you should not be dismayed. Even though they have come out to say that we are on drugs and that the pictures have been photoshopped, guess what? We're not backing down. We're saying enough is enough.
Great Nigeria people! Great Nigeria people! This NSAS movement has become an eye-opener to what is happening to every Nigerian, whether they are home, whether they are abroad. So before now, we had series of issues on how Nigerians, they are dying. A lot of Nigerians, as I speak to you right now, they are perishing in the Sahara Desert. Do you know why they are perishing there? It's because of failed leadership. Nigerians are drowning in the Mediterranean Sea right now. The reason for that is because they have been terrorized from their own home. The only hope left for them is to take that dangerous journey, dying trying.
Great Nigerians! Great Nigerians! Great friends of Nigeria! Thank you once again.
To be honest, I was not surprised when NSAS started. I wasn't surprised at all. I knew it was something that was waiting, that had to happen.
End discrimination and also give our Nigerian community the voice, our Nigerian youth the voice. We need education, we need employment, we need good home, good roads. We are asking you, these are people all the way from Greenwich and the Nigerian community, the Labour Party, the Greenwich Council and also our constituency are also in support of this. We are asking you today to end SARS, end brutality and give the Nigerian people freedom.
Many people have turned out, and let me say something, Nigeria in diaspora are outraged. They are angry, they are outraged how a peaceful protester could be killed. We are not happy. The street is not smiling. There are several protests all around UK, and we want to let the youth of Nigeria know that we're 100% support of them.
As you can see, my t-shirt shows end SARS. So we're not just there for the fun of it, although you can hear music in the background. We are here because we are the diaspora, we are Nigerians, and we are supporting our colleagues back home. We are supporting parents, we are supporting the young people. Yes, enough is enough of bribery and corruption.
One day, SARS came around to our house in Mafuluku, very close to Airport Road. We actually thought they were armed robbers because they were not, they were mufti, about 4 to 6 FT guys, heavily armed, right? And they just kicked all our flat door, and I had my in-laws, very young ladies around me. We were so scared. And then they were like, oh, then they brought one of our neighbors from downstairs. I said, oh, do you know this boy? We actually thought they were armed robbers, so we were just scared. And then they said, oh, do you know this boy? We said there's a neighbor. Oh, he's an armed robber. I said, no. Last week he's on strike, they're students, and that's why they're home. And they said we're going to take him away and everything. And they said, oh, don't worry, we're sad. So they took that guy away with 12 of his brothers and 12 of his friends that were right in their mom's flat because their mom was not around. Their mom was away on a mission with MFM in India. We had to quickly contact Pastor Olukoya of MFM. So that was how the guy and the brothers and the friends were left. And then they were released after 5 days.
My name is Councillor Fumi Ademilua. I am the founder of the Good Samaritan Foundation. I am here in solidarity with my people back home in regarding NSAS protests going on in Nigeria. Myself and my son are living witness of NSAS brutality.
Wow.
I was with my son in Nigeria last year, just on holidays, and because my son studied in Nigeria, so he told me that mom, he wants to connect with his friends, and so I told him that this is 10 p.m. you can't go out. This is not UK, you have to be careful. Eventually, my son had to call Uber, took him out from, I think he left home at 12 p.m. in the night. Of course, it is a free world where everybody can go out as anytime you so desire, but I wasn't really happy about that, so he left. I was in the living room waiting for my son to come back until 2:30 a.m. in the morning. Then my godson said, Mom, you have to go and sleep. He's grown up, he's going to come back home safe. Eventually at 6 p.m. in the morning, my son didn't come back home. I'm feeling very emotional about this now. So I got a phone call saying that my son is being held at the police station somewhere in Maryland. They took my son from, I think they took my son somewhere around Ogba or Jodu somewhere, and he was taken to an unknown police station. So I got there, I had to bail my son out with a summer because the SARS people, they are out there to extort people, and that is the reason why I have Jimmy Feet to be part of this movement today.
Yes, Nigerian people! Articulated Nigerian people! Are you moving? Are you moving? We are unstoppable! You are Hausa, you're Yoruba, you're Igbo, you're Kanuri. We are one Nigerian, and we are all fighting the same cause. And the oppressors, the police brutality, the maltreatment in Nigeria. Enough is enough.
We are here this afternoon in Woolwich protesting for NSAS. Yes, we know the government has ended SARS, but we don't believe it's gone forever. We don't want no SWATs, no SARS, no SWAT. Police brutality has to be ended completely. No more killings of our youth. Our youths are our tomorrow. That is why we gathered here. You can see it's raining, but we are committed. So we are all here protesting.
Hello, people. First of all, I want to thank your community, your world, for always representing, and they're here yet again. My name is Prince Adedapo Araromi, and collaborating in solidarity of this NSAS movement. This is yet another one. There's been a couple of several ones that have been organized by Nigerians and Friends of Nigeria. We're here to say NSAS, end police brutality, end everything that is wrong in Nigeria, not only in Nigeria, even including diaspora as well. So thank you so much.
We're all gathering just to reinforce the anti-SARS message, to show our opposition to the killing of innocent youths in Lekki. We believe that those responsible for that criminal act must be brought to book. They must face justice, and we want to see compensation for the families of the victims. So we're going to keep up this campaign. We're going to keep going until we get justice.
Rise, oh, compatriots, Nigeria call obey to serve our father's land with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
Great Nigeria! What do we want? When do we want it? Nigeria!
Would you like to have your weddings, parties or celebrations featured on television? Events is the program for you. Every Sunday at 5 p.m, we feature weddings, parties and all other functions. To find out more, call us on 07944 039 887. We can also arrange coverage of the function for you.
For sponsorship, adverts, and to feature your celebrations on this show, call now on 07944 039 887 or 07985 638 661 or send an email to info@eventsforus.com.
Events in UK, Europe, and all over the world. Events Oyatso!
The EndSARS movement continues around the globe. It appears the flame is still burning. While in England, lockdown 2.0 continues. Please, we want you to tell us what you'll be doing during this lockdown. The details and address to send your clips are on the screen. Remember, if you want to watch these episodes and all other episodes, please go to our YouTube channel, Your Community, Your World. And while you're there, please subscribe. I want to say a big thank you to everybody watching and to all those who contributed to today's show. Thank you so much. My name is Shola Ladenika. Please remember, it's our responsibility to halt the spread of this virus. And we can do that by simply following the lockdown rules and washing your hands regularly, maintaining social distance, and do not forget your face coverings at all times. I'll see you same time next week, by the grace of God. Bye for now.
There's a new virus in town, going from place to places. It's called the COVID-19, spreading its wings around the world. It's a must for us to keep good hygiene by washing our hands, keeping ourselves, keeping our environment clean. Oh, let's this